What's up, guys? Today we're coming at you with a Chaos Dragon Shaddoll deck profile. Since the release of Construct, we've been playing around with the Shaddolls. It's been fun to play it again. So let's jump into the deck profile and let's see what we're coming at you with. We're running two Shaddoll Beasts. Two Shaddoll Beasts is very good. It's going to help us to get the draws that we need. That way we can start getting where we want to get in the deck. We're running two Shaddoll Dragon. Dragon's going to be able to make sure we get that back row cleared off and help to get those crazy pop-ups. We're running two Squamata. Squamata is just good for search. It's any Shaddoll you want it to be at the time. We're also running two Hedgehog. Two Hedgehogs just to be able to make sure we get that Shaddoll fusion and hit a hand as fast as possible. And lastly, for the Shaddolls, we're running two Shaddoll Falco. Falco is just pretty much a monster reborn. It's either going to reborn itself or reborn one of the Shaddoll monsters, and that's very useful. We're also, like I said, we're running the Chaos Dragon engine, and it's good to run, once again, the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, the new Chaos Dragon Levineer, and the OG Dark Arm Dragon. These three dragons right here are very crazy in this deck, in my opinion. The fact is that these two right here, they're going to come to the board very fast. These two you can search out very easily with your Eclipse Wyvern. They're both got very easy summoning conditions, and when I say that, Chaos Levineer, it can either be light or darks, doesn't matter. Either a combination of, very easily to get in this deck and very useful with a 3K body. Dark Arm Dragon, the deck, you're able to modulate the lights and darks in the graveyard very easily, and the fact is that he just needs 3 darks. He's coming out very easily, especially with Construct. You can very easily do that with Construct. Red Eyes Darkness is just all around good for any dragon deck. Helps you to be able to special summon dragons back and just go for those big OTK pushes. We're also running two Light Pulsar Dragon. This works in good tandem with the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. It's not like back in the day where you used to be able to send it to the graveyard. You know, links, they can't get the pluses off of it because it's going to miss the timing. So you got to make sure you do that. Know that. You don't want to miss your timing on this, and you don't want to make sure you get your timing right. That way you can get the effects with this card and be able to get the pluses that you want off of it. But two Light Pulsars with one red MD is very good. We also run the mini Wyvern engine with two black Collapse Serpent, two White Dragon, and one Eclipse. This is a very useful package. Helps to be able to set up the board the way you want to, and be able to get those good pushes you want. The white and the dark are able to search each other whenever they're destroyed or sent off card effect, or just sent to the graveyard in general off the field. Very useful. Eclipse Wyvern is going to be able to help too when it's sent to the graveyard, be able to get that banish of a level 7 or higher. And then when it's banished for removing a light and dark, it's going to be very good to be able to get that monster back. And that's why I said, to be able to get to Chaos Levineer or to get to Dark Arm Dragon, it's very quick in this deck. We're also running 3 of the Turtle Hermit, the Kamehameha Master, the Mathematician. Mathematician is just very good in this deck. He's like a mini Construct to be able, when he's normal summoned, just to be able to drop whatever you need in the graveyard, monster you need in the graveyard, and just get those effects to start plussing. And lastly, for our monsters, we're running 3 Effect Veiler, because Effect Veiler is a light, it's easy to pitch into the graveyard, and can help us get the requirements what we need for the Chaos monsters. And that's it for our monsters. For our spell cards, we're running 2 Allure Darkness. Allure Darkness is very useful in the deck. You're going to have the dark monsters that you need. Eat through the deck as fast as possible, and just to be able to get the monsters that you need and get the either banish pile set up, the graveyard set up, or the field set up the way you want to. We're running 1 Foolish Burial. Sometimes you want to be able to use this, make your Shaddolls be able whether you want it to be, whether it be a Rhoda, whether it be a MST, whether it be a Upstart, whatever you need at that time. Foolish Burial can be that for you. We're also running 1 Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn is very useful in the deck. You won't be able to get that construct if it's destroyed. be able to get that construct back, start getting them pluses again. We got to run 3 Shaddoll Fusion. Shaddoll Fusion is very necessary just to go on second deck. You want to hit your opponent as fast as possible and as hard as possible. To be able to send those materials, especially since construct is back, has been very, very good. You know, your opponent's they're gonna have extra deck monsters out there. You're gonna be hard pressed to not run to an extra deck when you play. So the fact is that this card takes advantage of that. It's like Foolish Burial on steroids. Very good. We're also running 3 El Shaddoll Fusion. This is good for facilitating the OTK, making sure if you already got something on board, if you, let's say you got your construct on board, go ahead and hit with the construct, maybe a light pulsar. Then on top of that, you can still use materials on the field or in your hand and still go into Winda or any other Shaddoll that you might want to go into and just go for that good game push. We're also running the 1 super polymerization because we can take advantage of this. You know, there's going to be Mech Knights out there. There's going to be all types of crazy card effects out there that got crazy monsters. We can suck them things up and, you know, take advantage of it, put our monster out there in the game. And lastly, for the spell cards, we're running 3 Call by the Grave. You do not want to be sending Shaddolls or Dragons to the graveyard and then all of a sudden you get hit with something that you don't want to get hit with. So the fact that you can use Call by the Grave is very useful for you. Can help you get the game started the way you want to. And that is it for our main deck. For the extra deck, we're running 1 El Shaddoll Construct. She's back. She can help you with the Dragons and the Shaddolls to be able to get them things going into the graveyard the way you want when you get your Shaddoll Fusion. So that's very, very useful. It helps you get your pluses that you need to get that, you know, power play that you want. We're running 2 El Shaddoll Winda. Winda is very good still. The fact that she's that mini floodgate that says, you know, you can only link summon once. You only get that 1 special summon. After that, you ain't gonna get no more. So make sure you get your game state right before you try to, you know, come over here, son. But Winda is very, very useful. It doesn't be destroyed by, you know, your opponent's crazy card effects, so it's very useful. We're also running 1 El Shaddoll Shikanaga, 1 El Shaddoll Noetilis, and 1 El Shaddoll Grisha. These 3 are good one-ofs for the deck. You know, Shikanaga, to make sure you hate on them, you know, special summon monster effects is very useful. There's a resurgence of Necroz, so this right here is very good. You know, +2 if you've had one since back in the day. Now's the time to get rid of it if you want to. This card is getting stupid, crazy expensive. You know, Grista's still sitting out here looking crazy, but Grista is a warning on legs, so this right here is very useful, you know, getting it out there. And a lot of these cards you're not going to, you know, get out just off of crazy stuff. You know, if you run the Salamangreat, this is it. You know, your Necroz, you can use your super polymerization. You know, you got your Gokis, things like that. You won't be able to lock those decks down when they get stupid on you. We're also running 1 Leo. Leo's easy. It's easy to go into Leo. Just to be able, the fact is you got Construct, and to be able to get a Falco out there, just be able to get those things going, get that big monster on board, hit your opponent hard. We're running 1 Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Also 2, you want to be able to make sure you can get your opponent off guard. Be able to eat one out of hand, off the field, and now the graveyard can be very detrimental to your opponent. Also running 1 Sideframe Lord Omega. Omega's just to be able to make sure you get that extra deck zone spot cleared out. Also 2, to make sure you get that insight on the opponent of what they're playing. Also 2, we're running 1 Black Rose. Black Rose is just there to make sure if you have to hit the reset button, you can do it. And that sometimes helps out with your game state. Sometimes your opponent overstands too much. Let's go ahead and hit it with the reset button. Let's restart this. We're also running 1 Lymphonicus. This is just an easy link, generic link, just to be able to go into it, get the monsters you need out there, start going with your Shaddoll plays. The same thing with their Wee Wee Witch Apprentice. We got a lot of dark monsters in there. Be able to get 2 of them on board, go into this, still set up your board, and still get the boost for all your dark monsters. Very crucial. And we're also still running a Nightmare package with 1 Nightmare Cerberus, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, and 1 Nightmare Unicorn. These are all in here. Just the fact is that they all help to set up to break boards the best that you can do with what you got. You know, you got your Cerberus is gonna be able to take care of the monsters, Phoenix to take care of the spells, and then Unicorn's gonna take care of anything else that could be problematic for you. But that is it for the deck profile, guys. We know we didn't put no light swarms in here, but that was on purpose. Sometimes those mills can get a little shady, but if you have any suggestions or thoughts, leave a comment below. Let us know what Shaddoll build you're running. We're out.